Alright, well, we are actually...
Hi, thanks for coming in.
I'm not in... Oh, you're not talking to me. You're talking to him.
The terminal over there has a few more items than what's on display.
Thanks for coming in. I look over. There's a man inside another man. I'll just let the hot dog vendor, no, the burrito bar guy do what he does. Alright, we gotta get to Defensecon. Let's go check out Drake Interplanetary. Okay, so we just follow the signage. Here we go. May 25th and 26th. So they're about to break 700 million. If the new Drake Ironclad was priced like 600 to 800, I don't think they could hit it. But if it's $400 for an Ironclad, god damn, Drake, you're a cheap bitch. I'm really debating about melting my Caterpillar, but I got one on loan for the Kraken. I should have an actual Kraken give me an Ironclad. I don't need to buy one. I'll get to play with it plenty before my actual ship I'm waiting for comes out. Don't buy it. You don't need to buy it. Okay, so let's see here. Drake Defensecon 2954. I need to get Drake shirts. We have a Drake trucker hat, actually, that we got from CitizenCon, and it is signed by Jared. So, yeah. Very, very cool. Power to the people. So, for those don't know why this is here and is the way it is, if you guys remember my history lesson, you could go check out the Aegis Day 3 video. But basically, after the Messer family rose to power and turned the United Empire of Planets into a United Empire of Earth, what do you call it? Dynasty / dictatorship. Yeah.
It's a great opportunity to take a look at the real ships that are out there every day, defending your freedom and moving the gears of this empire.
So basically, once the Messer family took control of the empire for the next, 400, 500 years or whatever, they would only ever use Aegis to make their ships for the Navy. And then maybe sometimes some other people got included for contracts to make a fighter or a heavy carrier or something. But really only until the Messer family went down, and recently they, changed hands, that Aegis was allowed to make, big capital ships and stuff for the actual military.
These are dangerous times. That's why Drake Interplanetary builds ships that not only provide function and power at a price that we can all afford, but provide peace of mind for you, for your family.
Drake has been along since practically the beginning. They are the oldest ship maker, besides basically RSI, which invented the commercial jump drive, which helped us escape Earth, right? So, yeah, why don't they have any? Well, I don't know why, but the Messer family really, really hates Drake, and so Drake was never allowed to make any ships for contracts for the military. And that tradition has held true till this day. So, when there was no Navy, there was Drake. Drake held the line in all the frontier systems and ships. Units like the Cutlass were literally some of the first and most rugged and durable, best fighting and, transporting ships around. These things could handle the dead of space. They can handle outpost colonies. They're, exactly what people who are trying to expand to the fringes would want. Something rugged, reliable, dependable, easy to repair, cheap, it does exactly what it says on the box, and there's no extra frills. That's why a lot of people love Drake, is because they're not trying to be anything fancier than what they are, which is a ship that needs to work everywhere. So, and also be able to defend itself in less than, desirable social interactions. Having said that, when you put all of those points on a board, and if you're a pirate and you're looking to buy a ship, Drake ticks a lot of your boxes. Which is also why they still, to this day, are not allowed to be into the military. They don't refuse to sell to pirates as far as their equipment. Because, they're business people. Drake for life, exactly. There's a lot to like here, and they're greatly loved by the people. So with that said, let's go with the starter ships, and we have the Cutter. This is the Cutter Light Freight. Designed for hard-working folks of all stripes, the Cutter picks up 4 SU of cargo room and plenty of wallop into a rough and tumble compact frame. It's a ship that truly embodies the spirit of Drake, that no matter who you are or what you do, you can reach the stars. Again, remember, one of the oldest ship designers out there. And I always love the look of it. It's just a rugged, open face, scaffolding, construction kind of look. It's not pure industrial. That'd be like RSI or MISC or something like that, right? What I akin Drake to, Drake is frontier industrial. It's not meant for a construction site. It's meant to work on, like, you know, a farm or an outpost or a mining colony, you know. It's not purely industrial, but it's like pioneer or frontier industrial, I would say. And so this one is the scout ship. Check out the different engine setup on these bad boys, which is really interesting because Drake is the only ship manufacturer that still uses these big round engines. Even on the new Ironclad, they have these big fat roundies, compared to every new manufacturer which has nice thin lines and any type of weird shape that they can design. It's as if Drake, like, you know, in the 21st century was like, you know, these Saturn V rocket engines do well. Let's just keep using them. They're easy to repair if we mass manufacture them. Guess I'll dust off the Prospector. Sounds good. Hey, what's up, Starkiller? Okay, so after the Cutter, the next variant is going to be the Recon, paring down the rough and tumble compact frame of the Cutter to the bare essentials. Drake took an already impressive ship and transformed it into the ideal scouting vessel. Featuring improved radar and scanning capabilities, paired with more power and cooling, the Cutter Scout is ready to fly, ahead of the pack. So as you can see, crazy nacelles compared to the regular old Drake stuff. It still has the circular thrusts, but more efficient engine. It's got scouting equipment and stuff right here. You can tell because of all the screens. Yep, it's definitely scout stuff. What's up, Akira-kun? Head to Defensecon. Dude, it's pretty great over here, not gonna lie. It's a place to be. Who doesn't like Drake? Haters, that's who. And then, last but not least, we have the Rambler. The brass at Drake heard what you had to say, and their answer to the Cutter was the Cutter Rambler. Building on the original, the Rambler preserves 2 full SU cargo while adding requested creature comforts, enough for personal storage to make even the longest journey go by in a flash. So this is more like touring. I wouldn't say luxury, but like a little bit less cargo room. But you get more bed, you get a chair, you know, bathroom and stuff. Like, it's a little bit more, you know, open. And you still got a little room for cargo. So, long distance touring, I would say. It ain't luxury. So, after your starter ships, you're probably going to want to look up a fighter. And then that gives you the Buccaneer. Again, big giant circle engine design. This is probably one of the best ships that you can get out there for cheap, as far as a fighter concerned. It's usually always had pretty damn good stats, but it seems to be the meta right now because it is labeled as an interceptor, meaning that it can engage and disengage at will, and it can dictate the fight. If other players or other fighters can't, you know, catch up to it when it runs away, then it can choose when it wants to fight you and flee. So that seems to be what its role in the current Master Mode's meta is lining up to be. It's got a lot of weaponry, wing-mounted gun, chassis-mounted gun. I think there's a nose mount, but I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's just the... Yeah, that's what it is. You got 2 on each wing, so that's 4 right there, and you can swap this out for another double and make it up to 6 guns. But it's got a big cannon on the top. There's a lot to like with Drake. It's basically, let's get a fuselage, let's strap some engines to the wings, and throw some guns on it. Alright, easy. Buccaneer has been designed from the ground up to fly and fight the way you live. No leather interiors or hyper pillows. Here, the Buck is a scrapper designed to maneuver and fight above its weight class. This rough and tumble frontier fighter can be maintained in the worst conditions in order to keep real working space crews alive. Oh shit, is that you, Drake? Or is that you, Starkiller? What's up, buddy? once you're done with the fighter, there's a little bit of the specialty stuff, right? You got things like Vulture, which is of course the entry-level salvaging ship. It's got its salvaging heads right here, tractor beams over there, and it's got this big old ship shaker and then ship mulcher. This opens up and there's a bunch of grinding stuff right here. So yeah, entry-level salvage operator, be looking to grab this. You also come into the back here, and then this is the salvager. You basically queue up like up to 13 boxes of salvage. You hit the little console right here and you have it make cubes, and then you gravity gun those cubes onto the hold. And Bob Drunkle, you're salvaging. So specialty side jobs for Drake is, yeah, salvager, obviously cargo runner in the back, and for, you know, pretty much any ship can do a little bit of cargo except for the, you know, fighter. But other side jobs that Drake can check the box off of is data running. We have the Herald. The Drake Herald is a small, armored ship designed to safely get information from point A to point B, featuring a powerful engine for high-speed transit and generating the power needed for effective data encryption containment, advanced encryption software, and armored computer core. The Herald is unique among personal spacecraft in that it is designed to be easily cleaned when in danger of capture. So yeah, these are the data drives that you can like externally move and pull quickly. And what this basically is if we go to the back here, Drake is really, really clever about doing this, is it's basically... Hang on, wait for them to stop talking. Okay, so if you look from the back here, right, it is basically the same as the setup that is on the escape pod for the Caterpillar. Yet again, they reused an asset. Now, speaking of the Drake Caterpillar escape pod, that is going to be the same one that's on the Ironclad. And you know what's funny about this escape pod for the Caterpillar is if we look at this and then we turn it upside down and then we come over here and then we look at this, and you realize that not only are CIG good at using CIG good at reusing assets, but so are Drake Interplanetary. So this one chassis, literally an escape pod for the Caterpillar, is now sold as 3 different standalone starter ships, and is also the escape pod on the Ironclad, and is a standalone data running ship. Absolutely insane. I love it. Well, who doesn't know what a Cutlass is, right? You got your different variants, of course. I don't need to go and explain what these do. But one of them, of course, is your regular black, and you got your steel, which has gun, door mounts, extra seating for your friends. You know, for when you gotta go to the debate and make your point across thoroughly. This is probably the ship to do it with. Then, of course, you got your rescue. It's going to have your medical beds. All medical beds now, as of this current patch, can spawn people. Then you got prison transport. Isn't that nice? This guy's a cop. Cop ship. Cop Drake ship for the frontier. Laying down the law. The boys in blue also have a cool little bubble dome. Reminds me of RoboCop on the front of it. And I think they have flashing lights. They can go woo woo. Yeah, they got red blue lights right there. Very fun. The Mole. No, Mule. Sorry. Mole's the big mining ship. But yeah, the Mule, great for like, you know, grabbing cargo with its front little loader arms. It should be able to store one in the back here, but this stupid bar gets in the way of that, so I don't really get it. You got your Dragonfly hover bike, always a fan favorite for those wanting to float around. It's got 2 single-size shotgun blasters on the front. So yeah, this brings us to the actual Caterpillar itself. One of the longest and oldest freight runners in the galaxy. Yeah, Cutlass is probably like the pickup truck. This would be the semi-truck. You can detach the cab, but it's meant to be like an escape raft type thing and not meant like a semi-trailer. But who knows? Maybe cargo missions will have. What I hope is that if you own a Caterpillar, you can take the command craft off and then actually attach it to like a company that has a cargo vessel that's filled with stuff that they need to run. And then you detach and leave it where they want it. You know, like an actual semi-trailer. But I don't know if it'll actually do it like that, because they don't. That means that they would have to start selling the actual escape craft by itself, which isn't usable as an actual long-term vessel, and they don't want to have it be like that. So call it the loot tube. Yeah. No, it's a nice long ship. Hands up. Watch your head. Watch your head. So yeah, I like the interior of Drake ships. Oh, these screens have stuff on them now. When did this happen? Do these always have stuff on it? Is my favorite area, because technically the lip extends a little bit into the actual quantum bubble, so you can sit here. This is where you command the tractor beam from on this side, and like I showed you, it was just kind of right below here on the wing. Let you move stuff in and out of there. And then this is the actual command access module itself. Now, this thing has pilot, co-pilot. You got your steering wheel seat, kind of F1 wheels, steering wheel seat setup here. Plenty of MFDs. It's also got room for 2 more people back here, support seats. And then down here, which is very, very fun. Ah, that's right. There's 2 extra beds over here. And this has its own kitchenette area. I actually didn't know that there was cooking stuff here. That's cool. I knew that it had the beds down here, but anyways, this is going to be a docking collar eventually. I'm not exactly sure, but this is where you access the other tractor beam and let you load and unload. Oh, hang on. We're not done just yet, folks. Display hall, power to the people. Ah, yes. I love and I hate this Hullo viewer. Every time I come to it, I'm just like, yay, I can look at the bottom of the ship. There needs to be a... I always say this, and I'm going to keep complaining on it. There needs to be a walkway that you can ramp up to and walk around and then see down on the Hullo viewer. Either that, or it needs to actually rest flat with the floor of the Hullo thing, so that, we can see. Yeah, like, you see what I'm saying? I want to see it's a carrier and you can't even see the deck. Like, this helps nobody. But still, I love it though. I can't wait. It's gonna be so amazing. That is a docking collar door. That's how big this ship is. Okay? Mammoth. Yes, peace of mind for you and your family, Drake. Hope you guys have enjoyed Defensecon, and that's basically it for Invictus, you guys. Be sure to head down to the old expo, I think, and then you can rent out every single ship from every manufacturer. I believe you can also come here and rent all of the ships. Yeah. So all the stuff that was on the actual, Invictus Expo is over here for you to rent if you wanted to re-up on any of your rentals, because they're 48 hours, I believe, yeah? But, yeah, brilliant. That's going to be it. Till next year's Defensecon, I'm Chachi Sanchez. Thank you so much for watching this series, and I hope you enjoy the history of the expos in-game and in VR. Till next time, as always, stay safe, fly right. Y'all have a good one. Can't wait till IAE this year. I think it's going to be extra special.